What's going on, nation? I'm Scott from MuscularStrength.com, and as you can see, I'm not in my usual studio. I'm actually in South Carolina here at the Muscle and Strength Gym. I've been here for the last couple days filming some awesome tip videos that I know you guys are going to enjoy. So if you haven't checked out their YouTube channel yet, I'll put a link down in my pinned comment below. So after you're done here, you can go check out those videos too. But today, we're going to be putting to bed a myth. It's like one of those common sense myths that I just can't stand hearing bros talk about at the gym. So guys, do me a favor. After you watch this video and you listen to what I have to say, when you're at your gym and you hear bros talking about how you can build abs doing powerlifting movements, I want you either to send them my link or just explain it to them very slowly, okay? So let's get into it. Powerlifting versus direct ab training to build abs. Which is better and why? When you build a muscle, no matter what muscle you're doing, think about every exercise you do in your muscle building workouts. What are the two key things that have to happen? You have to get a stretch and a flex. If you're trying to build your biceps, you can't just sit there and flex as hard as you can in the mirror for 45 minutes and expect your biceps to grow, right? In order for those biceps to grow, you need to do a curl. You need to have full extension to get the stretch. Then you have to get a full flexion to flex at the top to work the muscle and spark muscle growth. You need that muscle damage. Well, why do people think that when it comes to the abs that the same concepts don't apply? If you would like to build blocky abs that stick out, okay, you need to have spinal flexion and spinal extension on every single repetition. You need to work the area in order to build that muscle up. When you do powerlifting movements or full body lifts like rack pulls, squats, and deadlifts, yes, when you do those exercises, you have to flex your entire core, which does include the abs and obliques, in order to stabilize throughout the movement. But you're only statically working those muscles. In fact, the entire point of doing a squat or a deadlift or a rack pull is to ensure that your core does not bend. It's just like, actually I did a video with Muscle and Strength comparing the plank to a floor crunch, which builds better abs. When you do a plank, the entire purpose of that movement is to not have spinal flexion and extension. It is a core strengthening movement. And I think that people get confused because when they hear the word core, they automatically assume it's literally just the abs, but it's not, guys. It's the entire area from front to back. Now, think about when you do a really heavy squat or a really heavy deadlift. You take it one step further, you still keep your core tight, but you put a weightlifting belt on to ensure that you 100% do not get any sort of spinal flexion or extension so that you don't injure yourself. If you're doing a deadlift and you go into a full cat back, you're gonna blow your back out, okay? But when it comes to building muscle, you need to go into that position when on the floor doing a crunch to get the flexion and extension you need in order to build your abs. If you didn't do any ab-specific work, you have a low body fat percentage, you eat correctly, and you've been training your whole life, and you utilize, a lot of these big powerlifting lifts or these full body lifts where you're keeping your core super tight, you will have abs. You will have the outline of your abs. But if you want those abs to pop and really stick out, and you want those blocky abs, you need to train them directly. If you could build blocky abs just from doing those full body lifts, then you should be able to basically walk around all day long flexing your abs as hard as you can and then have those ab muscles start to build up. It wouldn't work. And it's for the same reason, like I said in the beginning of the video. You can't walk around all day long flexing your biceps thinking that that's gonna make them grow. They need some direct stimulation. So guys, let's put this myth to bed right now. Conclusion, here's the conclusion. Doing full body lifts like squats and deadlifts and rack pulls where the core is heavily engaged, can that help you build abs? Yes, but to a degree. If your body fat is low enough, it will help make the area stronger, and yes, the abs will be visible, but they're only visible because the body fat is low. If you want your abs to pop and you want to build those muscles up so that they look bigger and fuller, is that going to happen through just simple stimulation of flexing them? And the answer is no. You will have to do direct ab training in order to get those results. So, this is it, guys. This myth is put to bed. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And guys, if you do want to build some blocky abs, I'm going to link you to a video of my own personal workouts that I've used that's helped me really train that area. And for those of you who need a full program that targets everything, be sure to check out my programs at muscularstrength.com. I'll toss that link in my pinned comment too. And as always, guys, more good stuff coming soon.